As Muslims, we know the only one that deserves our highest level of obedience is our Creator. As far as the creation, the level of obedience depends on the type of relationship. For example, with our parents, we have to do everything they say unless they tell us to do something un-Islamic. So if my mom wants me to do something and I don't feel like doing it, I still have to do it because she's my mom. It literally says in the Quran you can't even say oof to your parents, let alone no. So when your parents ask you to do something, you kind of have to do it. Not kind of have to, you kind of have to. No, you have to have to. Have to? Have to? Now with other types of relationships, like maybe with your boss or employer, it's going to be different. The level of obedience is actually quite different. I, like for example, may say oof to my boss, and then they're looking at me and they're like wondering, what does oof mean? And I'm like, I don't know. I just say it when I don't feel like doing something. Hey Ali, where are you, man? Where are you? Oof. Okay, I'm coming. Come on, Ali, please. Oof. Hey, Ali, this is about to fall. Ah! Ali! What are you doing? Dude, I'm oofing. Leave me alone. Yeah. On the other hand, you can have the same level of obedience with like a police officer. Super fast car! I love my super fast car! Woo! Yeah! Oh no! Is that a cop? There's a police behind me! I don't want to go to jail! I'm so sorry! But I'm not that sorry! Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Now there's another relationship that's not often spoken about. That's the husband and wife. Here comes the trigger warning. Trigger warning! A husband needs a wife that he can lead. And in order for him to lead her, she has to give off the energy that she wants to be led. Now, when a woman's speaking to a man and she says, I'm independent, what the man hears is that, oh, I don't need you. So he's like, I don't need to lead her. She doesn't want to be led. So maybe I should go somewhere else. A wife wants her husband to lead, but a man can't lead if he has no authority, if his word means nothing, if no one's listening to him. He's like, let's do this. And she's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing anything you say. And he's like, imagine hiring a bodyguard to specifically protect you with the hopes that he sees things that you may not see, to protect you from the bad men out there. So the bodyguard suggests, hey, I think you shouldn't go to this specific place because it's not going to be safe. And you're like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to do whatever I want. And then the bodyguard is like, wait a second. Why'd you hire me if you're going to do whatever you want? I quit. And you're like, wait. You can't quit. You're the bodyguard. You're supposed to protect me. And the bodyguard's like, I can't protect you if you don't listen to me. So I quit. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have power and be useless and be powerless. That's like being your husband. That's why you hired me, because your husband's not protecting you, and now I'm not protecting you, and now me and your husband have a lot in common. This kills me. Just like the government, we put people in positions to lead us. And with that leadership comes accountability and responsibility, and they have to make decisions that sometimes they don't want to make, but they have to make. And sometimes those decisions we don't like. But we can't just follow whatever we want to follow. We have to follow the laws of the land. We have to accept their leadership. Now, this is important because if we are going to put people in leadership positions, we have to vet them out properly. In Islam, when a woman wants to get married, she has them speak to her guardian. And one great thing about this is the man sees things from a completely different angle. Now, the guardian could be a father, could possibly be a brother. And what the guardian is going to do is he's going to speak to him like one-on-one, mano to mano. He's going to vet him out. And you can't catch feelings when you're vetting somebody out because it's mano to mano, man to man. Mano to mano, orale, respect. Excuse me, what you're talking is, who is mano, who is orale? I don't understand your English. What are you talking? And you want to marry my daughter? You are kidding. In Islam, we learn that the husband is not better than the wife and the wife is not better than the husband. Each of us play two different roles and we have our own accountability and responsibility for our roles. So if the husband has the final say in a relationship, if he abuses that right, he's going to be held accountable for that. And that's something you don't want on your shoulders on the day of judgment. So a man who is just, a man who is fair, these are characteristics you want in a husband. So these are kind of things you want to look for when you are looking to get married, inshallah. So for the men out there, you have to find the right person that wants to be led. You can't force somebody and you can't change them. People have their perception of what they think a marriage will be like and what marriage won't be like, and etc., etc. So you have to find the person who's aligned with your way of thinking. So this whole idea that men don't need women and women don't need men, that whole thing is nonsense. We need each other. Look at what women bring. They bring the emotional support that men truly need. And what do men bring? They bring that leadership role that women truly need. So you bring it all together and we make a pretty good team. This is Ali reminding you just in case you forgot. This is Ali reminding you just in case you forgot. It literally says in the Quran, you can't even say oof to your parents. You can't even say like no. You can't say no or oof. And you can't even put them together and because that'll make noof. And what does noof mean? Nothing.